Good day, students. Our topic for today is about pricing decisions. And this topic is divided into two parts. This is the first part. Our learning outcomes at the end of the tutorial video, students will be able to learn best practices in pricing decision making. Number two, understand the role of marketing strategy to pricing. And number three, comprehend relationship between price and quality. The role of marketing strategy in pricing. I have a tutorial video about the marketing equation, which talks about customer analysis plus competitor analysis gives you your marketing strategy. All right. And if we talk about marketing strategy, we are talking about the marketing mix. No, we are talking about the marketing mix. There is a best practice here. The best practice is here. An entrepreneur, a marketer, a company should conduct first a customer analysis and competitor analysis so that they can create a good and strategic marketing strategy, which consists of the price, the product, place, and promotion. So, price is the only P that is giving or flowing inside the company. And all of the P's like promotion, this is an expense for the company and it's going out. Place, distribution is going out also. And of course, to produce a product, expenses is considered expenses for the company. However, it is only price that comes in to the company. So that's the difference between the four P's of marketing. And we are talking here of segmentation, product, and positioning decisions. Actually, this is inside the customer analysis where you conduct and understand your customer's profile in terms of demographics, in terms of psychographics, and in terms of geographics. So it is very important that segmentation, targeting, and positioning is part and subset of customer analysis. And according to our discussion, price must be consistent with marketing strategy. Meaning to say, uh, meaning to say, your price has to complement your target market. Your price has to complement with your uh, demographic profile of your customers, and your price has to complement with the positioning strategy. And this is a very good case here. There is a mini case about ISO. This is the mini case of ISO. ISO originally was a British company and was by bought by an American national. Sure. So the short case is about the application of segmentation, targeting, and positioning. So the strategy and business model of the owner of ISO was that the product is about short sleeve sport shirts, and the label is ISO. And this ISO is very popular because they cater the target audience was upscale. So they target the upscale and they know the segmentation of this target audience. So they have a pricing for this sport shirt. This sport shirt was sold in many colors very fashionable, and it is extensively distributed in best department stores for that matter. Now, to continue, the target audience was the upscale consumers, and the positioning strategy was emphasized more on fashion and color. And their marketing strategy in terms of promotion, in terms of place, it goes hand in hand with the target market and the pricing. Uh, they chose classy, high level advertising, and the distribution channel was limited to best department store, and the pricing is premium. So that was the strategy in terms of pricing decisions of this company. Now, we will see what happened. This company was bought by General Mills, and the concept of General Mills was that the brand, has to grow more and expand to different segments. And they changed the entire strategy when General Mills acquired the ISOT. So General Mills has a different business model. So the business model, they distribute it to many channels, and the price was reduced, and even retail stores began selling the brand label ISOT sport shirts. Really, you can see the strategy of General Mills was really mismatched from the business model of the original owner, which is ISOT. So because of that business model of General Mills, it was really totally distorted because they reduced the price from premium to low price. It was the distribution channel was, for every retail outlet, and what happened was that the upscale segment simply stopped buying because there is price discrimination that is happening. So the upscale segment transferred to other competitors and brand, which is Polo. So at the end of the day, General Mills divested ISON, and they went back to its former successful strategy, including opening up its own retail store. So what's the moral lesson of the case study? The moral lesson of the case study is that you must see to it that your segmentation, targeting, and positioning is really catering your pricing to that target audience, target segment. Because you know for a fact, for example, Apple smartphones, Apple iPhones, it's totally different, and they have really a target segment because they differentiate their product. They are not Android, they are iOS. Therefore, they can command a premium price, and they know their target audience. So that is also a classical example of these pricing decisions. We talk about price discrimination. Uh, Price discrimination is charging different prices to segments according to their price elasticity, meaning to say, if price goes up, sales is going down or revenue is going down, and vice versa. That is price elasticity. Let's talk about this price discrimination. Price discrimination charges customers different prices for the same product. This is a strategy, yeah? And later on, we will provide examples of some industries who are doing this. this this price of from same product is based on bias toward groups of people with certain characteristics, such as, for example, price for educators versus price for general public. So, same product but different pricing for that characteristic. Domestic users versus international users, or adults versus senior citizens. Maybe same product for senior citizens, it is less considering that they have a senior citizen discount or PW discount. Uh, This is also a strategy. So there are many industries that are doing this. Number one is the airline industry, the arts and entertainment industry, the pharmaceutical industry. They use price discrimination strategies. Examples of price discrimination includes issuing coupons, applying specific discounts, example, age discount, and creating loyalty programs. One example of price discrimination can be seen, obviously, in airline industry. Consumers buying, uh, you know, in airline industry, they buy early. The price is very low. But if you buy 2 days ahead of time, or very late, so the price is adjusted, and that is price discrimination. So, example here, uh, in airline ticket prices, no, you, the price of the same product, the price is different if you would like to afford a class of service like first class or business class. Same airline, but different price in that particular service. And also, if you buy ahead time of travel, you can purchase it lower. For example, a year in advance, 6 months in advance. So that is very, very, very useful for price discrimination strategy. There is also what we call price can also vary within a targeted segment, and these variations be referred to as price band. Let's take the case of an ice cream market. Okay? Here you can see that on this y-axis, this is the quality, and this is the price, or US dollars for that matter. And these are the companies that are excellent quality, very good quality, and fair quality. And if you talk about good quality, so this is the price. So you talk about these players. And when you talk about very good quality, so these are the industry players, and this one is commanding, you know, more price. And here, at this level, these are excellent quality players, and really, the price is increasing. So, with this price band, okay, this is the valuation tool of, you know, identifying the minimum and maximum price, especially in public offerings, no? In auctions. This is the strategy of price. So here, with the price and perceived quality, the correlation is positive. What does it mean when the correlation is positive? Maybe they tested it using Pearson product moment of correlation. But what is important here is this relationship, which is positive. What does it mean? Meaning to say, they are directly proportional with each other. If price is increased, quality also increases. Vice versa, if price is reduced, quality is also lessened. They are directly proportional. Okay? Not unlike with negative correlation, if a certain variable increases, that other variable tends to lessen. Here, with positive, if price increase, quality is increased. If price is increased, quality is also increases. That is positive correlation. Okay? So, that ends my tutorial video. Thank you very much for listening. And please watch out for the second series of these price decisions. Thank you for subscribing. If you are new to the channel, please hit the bell so that you will be notified if I have a new tutorial video. Always keep safe, everyone. Thank you very much.